Hey, what's good, you guys? Rasathi out here in Singapore. It's 11:15 on a Monday night in the middle of November 2019. Man, this year. Anyway, all right, I already talked about that earlier, but I'm gonna jump on here real quick because I was listening to Bob Iger in the masterclass that he's just now decided to offer the world. And as CEO of Disney, I think wow, it's like being at the reins of the biggest moving vehicle in the world. I mean, there isn't a corner of the world that Disney doesn't reach. And as CEO, he has such a powerful platform. Anyway, so he was talking about, business strategy and the acquisitions that they've been through. And he was also mentioning what it is that his brand stands for. And I thought that was so beautifully put that he says that, the minute somebody says Disney, you normally get a visceral reaction. You have a heartstring, something that just pulls inside of you because Disney means something to you. It's a specific movie, it's a specific era, it's a specific feeling that you get when you think Disney, right? It's not just plush toys and videos. It's a lot of, gosh, it's Lucasfilm, it's Marvel Studios, it's Pixar, all of that. Oh my gosh, all of that. And this year was a big year for me, mostly because they remade Lion King, and Lion King holds a very, very special memory for me because growing up, I had the distinct privilege of growing up with Swami Satchidananda, and one of those treasured memory that I have of him was that he rented out the whole theater out in Charlottesville, and all of Yoga came out to watch The Lion King when it first came out. So big, big memories when it comes to Disney for me because that was my childhood. I mean, we knew every song growing up. Within the first 5 seconds of the song, we could tell you which song, which movie it was, which character sang it. We knew all the words. It was just, that's the power of Disney. So I started wondering, right? They were talking about, when you say Disney, what does that mean? What does it mean to people? And I was thinking, well, here I am trying to create my own brand. What does that mean to people? What do I want it to mean? Like, I don't know what it means to others, but here's what I want it to mean. Ultimately, I want Rasati to be synonymous with safety. That safe older sister type, that mom figure, that person that you go to because you need a place to just like drop all your masks, take off your costume, just chill, just be yourself for a second. And that's exactly what I want it to mean. I don't want it to be caught up with, and I'm not pointing fingers or anything. I don't want it to be just Vasantham. I don't want it to be just doing Kutiji's hair. I don't want it to be just cooking and doing meal prep. I want it to be that house you go to when you need a safe place to land. I want it to be the house the way my kids saw my house, right? They brought all their friends over. They didn't go over to other people's houses for sleepovers. Everyone came to my house. That was that house. Mine was that house. When I ask you over for lunch, for dinner, whatever, it's mostly because I feel like you need somewhere to be. You don't want to be by yourself. You want like some excuse to get to a place where you're safe, where you can just be yourself. No pretense, no cover story, no nothing. And honestly, I want to influence in such a way that you get to be yourself no matter where you are. So when I tell you, when I do classes on boundaries, when I do classes on being who you are, coming out of the closet and being proud of who you are, taking your time, going with your gut, just feeling things out and doing what's best for you in that moment. When I talk about there is no black and white, there is only gray. There is a lot of different circumstances under which you could actually make decisions, but it really depends on what you see as options. When I talk about your beliefs and how your beliefs kind of run your emotions and your thoughts, because your beliefs dictate how you feel about a specific situation, right? Whether it's good or bad, whether it's, helpful to you, whether it builds you up or it breaks you down, all of those things come from your beliefs. When I talk about all that stuff, I want you to think Rasati because this is a safe space to speak. This is a speak easy, so to speak. This is talk therapy. This is going to that trusted relative, that trusted friend, that corner in the world where you really ultimately feel safe, where you can be yourself. And you don't have to worry about what the judgment is. You can actually tell everybody everything that's on your mind. You can spill your guts. You can call me at 4 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, I don't feel so good. I feel suicidal. And I will take you seriously. That's what I want Rasati to mean. I want Rasati to be synonymous with safety, with comfort. Does that make sense? That's what I want the brand identity to be. That's what I want the translation of what Rasati means. Because I believe that's who I am. That's the character I'm meant to play in this world. I want you to feel what I've heard so many people tell me. I don't feel it obviously because it's me. But I've had so many people tell me, "Hey, you know what? You have a very calming effect on me. Around you, I feel like I have no burdens. That I could tell you what's going on and I will not be judged. I will not be minimized. I will not be put on a desktop background. I'm just me. And everything I say out of my mouth is taken seriously." That's important to me, y'all. It's really important to me because it took me a really, really long time to get comfortable with that aspect, to really understand what it means to be myself in the midst of all this chaos. And I'm not going to lie, I'm still tested to this very day. All those things that I want, that need to be accepted, that need to be wanted by someone, absolutely. I still have those and I'm still tested every day about whether I'm going to draw the line or not. Will I still make the same mistakes I made when I was in my 20s, or am I going to reflect the kind of maturity that I have right now? I cannot, in good conscience, tell you to do something if I'm not in the muck myself. There's a very big difference between a man who's conquered his temper because he no longer deals with anybody, he's gone off to live in a cave, and a man who conquers his temper in the midst of chaos. There's a very marked difference. And that's what I want to show you guys. I'm not done being tested. I am far from done being tested. But guess what? Now I know better and I feel comfortable choosing better. Now I don't feel the need to placate the other person. I'm okay if the other person doesn't follow me back. I'm okay if the other person just walks away from me or runs in the opposite direction, which is so often the case. I'm okay. Because I've proven to myself over and over again, I have survived everything that has been thrown my way. So my intention here, the whole point of this damn project, this little crusade of mine, is to show you love can change everything. And that you need to feel safe in order to love yourself first. And then to spread that love around. My cup runneth over. I want it to run over on you. I want you to feel that love. I feel good. I feel strong. And there are moments when I don't, but even then I know how to get back to that status. I know how to get my balance back. I want you to know you can for yourself. You can find a way for yourself as well. It will be okay. But in order for you to know that, you got to trust me. You got to know that I'm here. You got to know that I'm doing the work. I may not reach millions of people yet. And that's a big yet, y'all, okay? I may not reach millions of people yet. But I'm still doing the work every day. I'm still in the muck every day. I'm still tempted every day. And every day, I'm okay with making that choice. I don't have to worry about, whether people are going to talk behind my back. Guess what? They're going to talk behind my back regardless. People are going to flip-flop sides regardless. People are going to be my friends 1 minute and then decide, oh no, you've changed. You're posting too much about social media and artists, and you're in that whole Vasantham scene now. You're different. Nah, I'm still the same, but if you can't see that, then that's cool too. I'm good. I know all about that. I've had nothing but fair weather friends all my life. It's the reason I thrive on my own. It's the reason I love my company. You're going to be hard pressed to change that. So I'm telling you right now, if I can overcome it, if I can find balance in the midst of all this chaos, you can bet your bottom dollar I can teach you to do the same. It all starts with a question. Hey, do you have a minute? I need some help. That's all it takes. Reach out to me. Ask me. For those of you who don't know, I have partnered up with It's Okay to Be Not Okay here in Singapore with a bunch of other passionate young people who are looking to change the game in mental health. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Leave comments in the bottom of this podcast episode, and I will address them live on Facebook and Instagram. It's going to be a simultaneous live telecast on the 27th of November at 8 p.m. So if you're here in Singapore, please send in your messages. Even if you're not in Singapore, send me your messages. Send me your questions. I want to know. Why? Because I want to help you solve this, whatever it is. You hear me? That's what my brand translates into. A safe space the confidence to proceed, the courage to choose yourself. That's what I stand for. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it a night, but I will catch you again soon. Y'all take care. Night.